Hello and welcome to today's training tip, which is the 4 F's. So it's good practice to reflect on your training sessions or your whole course, and it's quite hard to do this without a framework. So the 4 F's is a simple framework that you can use to reflect on your training, either a session or a program or even a single incident in the classroom. And it looks like that. The important thing is to get your thoughts down on paper or computer, tablet, phone, whatever you're using, because it makes you focus on it, quantify it, and helps you to learn constructively from your experience and your reflection in the future. Okay, so F number 1 is the facts, and you need to ask yourself what happened, clearly state what happened. At this stage, really keep to the facts and keep to the point. So as an example, I'll give you an extreme example. This did not really happen, by the way. My statement of fact might be, the presentation I gave this afternoon did not go well. Some people fell asleep, some started doodling, although that's not always a bad thing, and 2 people left before the end. So that is fairly dire. So F number 2 is feelings. So now you need to ask yourself, well, so how did all that make me feel? And you don't have to show this to anyone else, so you can be honest. So using the same example, I imagine that I was upset. Maybe panic set in when I realised that I'd lost my audience, and my self-esteem nosedived, especially when the 2 people just walked out. So F number 3 is findings. Now this is where you start to think logically about it. Leave the feelings behind and ask yourself, why did it happen? So I might note that I didn't find out enough about the people who were going to be attending. I didn't know what their level of knowledge was. I didn't know what they hoped to gain from attending, and perhaps that's why I felt nervous. And also my PowerPoint presentation was far too wordy and too dry. So that's sort of some logical reasons why that might have happened and all gone wrong. So fact number 4 then is the future. And so you need to ask yourself, what will I do differently in the future? You might need some support from somebody else. You might feel that you need some more training, and you might realise that you need to do more prep. So using that same example again, my own action plan for the future might read, I'll make sure that I'm briefed more fully. I'll find out who is likely to attend and what they're expecting. I'll make the presentation more interactive. I'll ask them at the beginning actually what they're hoping to take from it, and I'll use a variety of presentation methods, and also I'll practice beforehand with a critical friend who can give me some feedback and to help me improve. So that's a really good action plan that's come out of there of what I'm going to do in the future. So if you're reflecting on something that went horribly wrong, try not to beat yourself up. Use the 4 F's to make it better next time. And if it all went swimmingly well, don't sit back and bask in the glory. Use the 4 F's to identify what made it great so that you can do the same another time. If you would like a handout to use yourself to help you reflect of the 4 F's, or maybe to share with your staff members so that they can use it to reflect on their own training practice, or you could share it with your learners to help them reflect on how they're progressing as well, please go to the URL there, https://annieweir.lpages.co/4-FS, and you can download the copy of what I use as described there. Okay, so, sorry, that was wrong. There are several other really good models actually to help you reflect on your progress. and your practice, and I'll share some with you on a future training tips. Some practice I need is to get the lighting right in this office. Anyway, as with many things in training, it's about doing what's appropriate for your students, for the subject you're teaching, and the situation that you find yourself in. So I'll be back again with another training tip soon. So I'll say bye for now.